think you said earlier that you really wanted to put a lot of your effort and money into marketing, which is smart. I noticed that a lot of, was it horror sites covered the Mason brothers?
Right.
Was that strategic, even though it's more of a dark thriller?
Yes, I think so. I mean, my publicist, I let deal with a lot of that marketing side in that sense. And I did a lot of the marketing, like the bus ads and social media marketing. Yeah, I mean, maybe it was marketing with the social media and bus ads and like outdoor advertising is what I was focusing on with my company, and let my publicist focus on a lot of the advertising, like the internet sites and different interviews with people. So that's kind of how we just distribute the marketing in that sense. But a lot of the money, yes, did go into marketing, which I've seen. I've seen a lot of people make a film, a feature, or anything, and they make that mistake of they put all the money into like production, for instance, and not enough into post-production, or just mainly not enough into print and advertising at the end. Because it's like, cool, you can make $1 million movie, but unless someone's gonna know about it, then what's the point of making it? Because you can put all that money into that, but if you don't have enough money for print and advertising, then no one's gonna know about it. So that's why I would just say like, hey, at least put 40-50% of your budget into print and advertising if you can, or half. Everyone has a different model of approaching it. Some guys even probably do more, but you should put a lot into it.
So with the film that you're working on now, where do you want to spend most of the marketing budget? What do you think really works? Did the bus ads work?
They work. It's good. It's good advertising because, like I said, everyone around town sees it. You can do that in any city. I mean, every city has buses, but LA has like millions of buses everywhere. I mean, there's a bus in every street corner. I mean, where would I go in the future as far as putting more money into? It really just depends. I mean, YouTube's great. I didn't do YouTube, but YouTube ads actually is a huge marketing tool that a lot of studios use. I mean, I don't know how, I've looked into it. I guess it can be expensive. The more money you put into it, the more it will be out on certain links. I mean, you can put tons of money into it and it'll come up on like every single video. But obviously a lot of studios are doing that and they have tons of money. So maybe YouTube, look into those, and they have that. IMDb is a good place to market a film. They'll market your entire film on like the back page of the IMDb. You go to imdb.com and then you'll see the first behind like all the links and stuff is your posters for your movie. So like YouTube, IMDb's a good thing. Maybe more into social media marketing and and then maybe outdoor advertising too, more.
So it did work. Yeah, I'm never sure how in this current digital age outdoor ads work, but it sounds like it's.
They can, yeah. I think it's how you go about it. Because there's fixed, and people do the big what do you call the billboards? They'll do big billboards or like the small around LA or some of the big cities. You'll see like the posters. You can get like multiple posters posted on like different areas, different street corners, but they're fixed posts. So I mean, I haven't tried to fix posts like that before. I did the bus ads, but I don't know how well those work. But I've seen a lot of, like they say in business, there's really no correct way to go about it. It's what works best for you or what you think works best based on your prior experience. Because you have 10 different people who approach, a certain business, and they're all going to probably do it differently as far as marketing. So, and when I was making my film, I mean, there was other people in the business, like name people, legit credits and stuff. So, you should do this, you should do this way. Like, and they all had every single person I talked to had a different way, had a different advice and a different way of marketing, every single one of them. So it's like, you have to take it for a grain of salt and kind of come up with your own model, what you think's gonna work, and learn on your own experience, but take their experience and what their advice is and learn from that and use some of that too if you want, obviously.
So do you think if your buddy in Florida hadn't worked with bus ads or outdoor advertising, you probably wouldn't have thought of that maybe?
Probably not.
Yeah.
He recommended it.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, he recommended it, and it was, he's all hats off to him. I mean, he was kind of mentored me a lot because I've never really had a business until I made my production company. And then he had his business in Florida, and his name's Kirby LaValle. He's a good guy. He old friend of mine, and he helped. He was kind of mentoring me with a lot of stuff with what worked for him with his company, and how I tried all these different things. What works, I think works. You should try this if you want. So yeah, he was a big influence. Which I touched on. I think everybody should have a business mentor if you can find one. Starting a business, or whether it's a film business or any type of business, you should, if you can get one, get a film or get a business mentor. because those are the people who can guide you and help you. And it's like walking into it blindly it's hard, because you don't know maybe really what you're doing unless you've run a business before.
Did you know, though, Kirby would be your mentor, or you just knew him for years? You saw what he had accomplished and said, cool, can I ask you some questions?
No, I just knew he had his business, and I started talking to him, and he started giving me a lot of pointers, and I trust him as a friend. I've known him for a long time, and started bouncing ideas off of him and what his advice was, and he gave me his advice. So I didn't really know that it would work like that. I just started asking him questions and getting feedback on stuff.